He is kind of a badass.
Dude,
He
man,
is
what
a
a
he's
fucking
a total
line, dude.
badass.
Yeah, that's cool.
What a line.
Yeah.
And then, he turns Super Saiyan and then fucking wah.
You guys might be making me a Vegeta fan.
Vegeta is probably the best
Yeah.
Most well-written
Saiyan in the whole
character.
series.
Yeah.
It's a shame though that instead of giving us this like character growth rich story, they gave us Goku and Piccolo driving a car. Right? Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, let's. Do you have the clapper?
Yeah. Do you want to see what I wrote on it?
18 is a
7
7
at
at best. Fuck you.
Or should I snap it up?
No, fuck you. You rewrite that
No,
shit.
I'm gonna snap it. Ready? And we're starting the episode.
Okay, and welcome back to Anime Shmanime.
What is up, Shweebs?
Where I murder Jordy.
I love to incite the murderous feeling.
I'm here as a witness.
I'm not
be
actually
interesting.
going to murder him, just figuratively murder him.
What do you mean by figuratively murder?
I haven't really thought that far.
All right. The way 18 figuratively murders Vegeta's arm. Whoa.
Whoa, spoiler
Sorry.
alert, I guess we should say.
Sorry.
We spoiler things.
We
Yeah.
spoil things. So welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z episode.
It's we're getting there.
We're getting through it, guys.
But you know what I just realized? We're not even halfway.
Yeah. So for those of you who are new to the show, this is where we try to convince our buddy Jordy over here to like anime just as much as Jay and I. I'm Mikey.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Jordy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's who we are.
Yeah.
So today we're doing season 4, which is arbitrary because there were never seasons. We
Yeah.
established that long ago.
Yeah, they just stopped at a random spot that
Yeah.
seemed to match up with the previous seasons.
Yep.
It happens literally in the middle of everything.
Yeah, it's just kind of like another season, and it's like very clear that this is a lead up to something else that's going to be happening.
Oh yeah.
This episode is for the Android fans
Yes.
and also
unite.
the Trunks fans.
Are there Trunks fans?
There.
Oh,
I don't
buddy.
know, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Buddy.
You will.
Yeah.
You will.
Apparently.
Yeah.
You
so,
will.
Anyway, we're gonna spoil the shit out of everything. Spoiler alert.
Yep.
If you haven't heard any of our other episodes, go listen because I hope you like them. They'll
Yeah,
be fun.
catch up on
these.
Yeah, catch up on these. Go
Dragon Ball Z, there's 3
go
more
back
to
to
them
the
now.
first one.
Subscribe
Subscribe
and share with your friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
That helps us.
It really does.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it.
Let's go. This season, what's the recap?
I can't really because it's just the same as it's been. I got a little bit of like Ginyu Force vibes from this season just because it was like it clearly is a stepping stone, which Ginyu Force also felt like.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. There was some stepping stone BS here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also should state early on that like for the first time ever, I chose to skip filler episodes.
Yeah.
Guys,
So thank you for allowing me this grace.
Garlic Jr. gets no love from the Shmanime
Do
crew.
you guys want to
okay?
quickly go through them? Because I'm clueless, and I'd love to hear, actually.
So Garlic Jr.
Yeah.
is like an old school Dragon Ball villain, like that. Like he was kind of always this like goofy little childlike demon like character.
Okay.
But like this goes back to like Dragon Ball days.
Okay.
Garlic Jr. was around.
Like Baby Goku vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like he's always kind of just been this like bullshit villain that kind of
Okay.
like he just fills the gaps. Like he just kind of
Yeah.
has always had that vibe.
Okay.
He's never really that serious a threat. I mean, maybe he gets his hands on something dangerous, you
Sure.
know what I mean? But like generally it's
It's like Garlic Jr.'s up to it again.
literally yes. Literally yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean through this, you know, Gohan unlocks a little extra fucking fighting
Sure.
mojo. Through fighting Garlic Jr. off, Krillin does some shit.
Yeah.
You know, and they save the day without Goku, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little highlight for the other Z fighters. It's kind of nice, but at the same time, not really necessary.
Totally skippable.
It was
Yeah.
like 10 full episodes up top of the season, and I was like super grateful.
Dude, wait until we do Naruto, man. You're gonna just be skipping seasons.
Whole seasons.
Great.
Yeah.
I can't wait
Yeah.
to skip anime.
No. And you know what? I'm gonna make you watch that entire season
Yeah.
of fucking filler.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, it spits you out though
Yeah.
in a really, I think, awesome spot.
Well, the scene that it spits me out onto is Krillin knee deep in the ocean, just blasting Kamehamehas out into the sea.
An angry little bald
He's so
man.
angry, yeah. Because I guess his like wife or whatever broke up with him, or his girlfriend or something.
He went through
Yeah.
some girl stuff.
Yeah.
So one thing that you probably didn't see through skipping all of that was the inclusion of a character that was basically like a Bulma clone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like a
She shows up.
but like a ditzy.
Yeah, I met her.
Yeah.
She shows up.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's weird.
Yeah. It's
She-
very weird.
She looks
It's
exactly the
strange.
same. She just has like a slightly more curvaceous figure, I guess.
And she's more dumb,
way more dumb.
which is like, I didn't know that could be.
hey.
Hey.
Bulma gets herself into dumb situations. She herself is not dumb.
She has been pretty dumb, dude.
It's
Mikey, back me up. Back me up.
Okay. Wait.
We're gonna get in a fight.
Wait. Yeah, because this is so for
Bulma is queen.
yeah. So for our new listeners or
Queen of the Dumbs.
yeah, this is Jay's ultimate waifu.
One of our first conversations Mikey and I ever fucking had, okay?
Yeah.
You guys want to know something about Mikey Lee, okay? Mikey and I were chatting over Street Fighter.
Yeah, we were
And
playing Third Strike.
the first thing he wanted to know about me before anything else, before any other question came up, who is your waifu? Who is your ultimate number one waifu? And he wanted to know that because he knew I liked anime.
Yeah.
And my answer was Bulma.
What was
Yeah.
your answer, Mikey?
Oh, that's hard, man.
You must have had an answer at the time.
What was my answer at the time? It's probably Yoko.
It might have been Yoko.
Yeah, from
I-
Gurren
that-
Lagann.
yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that I thought of that and you just thought of that,
Yeah.
it was probably that.
Yeah, it's probably that
All right.
one.
But yeah.
It's hard because like every anime, I can usually find a waifu in
I'm well aware that you can do that.
Yeah.
I know you can do that.
It's slightly a problem.
Yeah.
Actually.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Every
because
anime has a potential. I'm not okay. Let me
Not
back it up.
every anime.
No, not every anime. I watch
Sure.
a lot of anime. Not every single anime there's a waifu, but for the most part, I can usually find one.
yeah,
Right, like right
It's a
now.
skill.
Yeah, oh my god,
it's a skill.
it is a skill. It's
a strange skill.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
I'm not sure that I am. Do we want to talk about some of the new characters in this show before we
Yeah.
get into
Yeah.
the plot?
Other than Bulma clone, which was Marin, by the way. Was
Yeah.
her
That's
name.
right.
Oh yeah. We digressed a little bit. So just to cap that off, the reason why you liked Bulma was because you got all three Bulmas.
Well, I grew up with Bulma. Grew up with me.
Yeah.
Like as I grew up, Bulma kept like also aging up.
yeah,
Yeah.
It was like interesting.
like the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah. Like my crush on her lasted from when I was a little kid and I was watching like Dragon Ball early Z Bulma when she's like a teenager.
Yeah.
And so was I.
Yeah.
And then as I grew into adulthood and Z and Super started airing and now
Yeah.
she's
She's
a
mama.
woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
Because in Super, she's the smartest she's ever been.
oh
Yeah.
she's a CEO fucking businesswoman.
Yeah.
Like,
Something must have
boss
happened to
bitch.
her. Did she hit her head?
Probably. Honestly.
She
Knowing
probably
her,
did. Yeah,
that's
she
actually
probably
probably
did.
how it happened. Yeah.
Okay, some other new characters. So you mentioned Trunks up top.
Yes.
He
The legend.
begs talking
Yeah.
about. I legitimately, when I first met him, I was convinced that there was some sort of Garth Brooks, Chris Gaines thing going on with Goku.
Okay.
What?
Like my brain right away was
How?
like, oh, this is Goku, but he's like looks different and is like trying to pretend it's not him.
Interesting. Go on.
That's
Let's
it.
not get stuck on that because
That's
that's, a
okay.
weird cockamamie theory.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I
It
don't-
wasn't about seeing it. It was just about like this show being dumb sometimes and doing dumb things.
Okay.
Well, the truth, I mean, is
Yeah.
still dumb.
Well, the truth is he's the child of Vegeta and Bulma from the future because he's
Yeah.
a time traveler.
Yeah.
And we won't get too deep into time travel, but we will have to touch on it later on.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And so I guess to touch on time travel briefly here, this must be like the first instance of a time travel situation occurring, right? Because like I assume Dragon Ball Z goes on and there's more and bigger threats, but he comes back because this is the big threat that kills everybody.
Yes.
Right. So
Well, yeah, no, he has to come back first and foremost to warn Goku.
about the androids,
No, about the fact that he's going to die.
the
Yeah.
virus.
Yeah.
That's not the first thing he says. That's
Well,
an
no,
after,
but
feels
like-
like an afterthought,
But
to be honest
it's
with
the
you.
apocalypse timeline, right?
Yeah.
So
But it all starts with the fact that Goku's not there to save them because
Yeah.
he
That's right.
dies of the virus,
Yeah.
right? So like his top priority is get
Yeah.
Goku to stay alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is basically he's just like, here's the antidote. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
But isn't that so the way Trunks seems to do things?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the way he handles Frieza and Frieza's papa
yeah.
is very brief and
Yeah.
to the point as well.
Absolutely.
The
Yeah.
point of his sword.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I'm sorry, man, but
Yeah.
like, we got to talk about a very legendary moment.
You want to get that right away? Okay.
Okay, because
Yeah.
we're talking about Trunks, okay?
Yeah.
Trunks came out of the gate, all right, as the second Super Saiyan that we ever see.
Yeah.
Okay? That in
Yeah.
itself is a very big deal because
That's true.
as a young kid, I mean, you were hoping for Vegeta,
You-
but like
Yeah.
Goku got it, of course.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Wait, you were hoping for Vegeta?
Of course I
Before
was, dude.
Goku?
Absolutely I
Really?
was. I'm a Vegeta fucking fanboy from the very beginning.
All right.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Okay.
so I thought, okay, well, Vegeta will definitely get it up next.
Yeah.
No. It's this random fucking character.
Boy from the future.
out of nowhere has
Yeah.
it. So that already was jaw dropping to, I think, every fucking kid who watched that unfold in front of them.
Yeah.
And then not only that, he fucking
Just slice.
slices him clear in half, dude. And
Yeah.
you get that incredible shot
Yeah.
of the fucking camera just shifting
Yeah.
as fucking Frieza is just in shock
Yeah.
as his body separates.
Yeah.
That freeze frame, dude, of Trunks on the follow through and Frieza sliding apart. You got to admit, man, that was some peak anime fucking glory, dude.
I mean, it didn't have that effect
No?
on me. No, dude. To me, I was like, that was more of an extension of like how ridiculous anime can be, but not in a good way. I was like, you just spent 3 seasons building up Frieza and you just get sliced.
No, okay.
To me,
well,
it feels like throwing away in order to rebuild again. It didn't feel like,
in a way,
you see what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah, but those could technically be considered not filler, but like stretching his arc.
Whose arc?
Frieza's.
By killing him here?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
I agree because like Frieza is defeated by Goku first and
Yeah.
foremost. Okay,
Yeah.
like let's be honest, like that's his actual first demise.
Yeah.
Them bringing him back in this method just to kill him off again.
Yeah.
It's almost inconsequential because it happens so fast.
It's one of those-
It's one of those things that it's for power scaling. Okay, is what it does. Is it
Yeah,
establishes
okay.
where the power scales are at with Trunks now in the picture.
I do understand it from that perspective. From my perspective as a viewer, what it made me feel was kind of like they made a fool out of me. You know what I mean? Because they spent a bunch of episodes, everyone's scared Frieza's coming back. Everyone feels his energy presence. He's still across like a galaxy. He shows up, everyone's scared, and then he's dead. And I was like, why did you do that to me?
Because you're supposed to be sitting there at like Trunks doing what he did and just
Yeah.
being like, holy fuck, who is this guy?
Yeah. To me, it was a version of like at the end of the movie, the character wakes up and goes, it was a dream.
Oh,
It was a
man,
version
no.
of that.
Yeah,
It's not that cheap,
No,
dude.
no.
Well, it was a little cheap.
They work way harder
But
than
regardless, Trunks is the fucking man.
that. He's badass.
He is one of the most badasses. Like
I feel like I haven't seen enough of him yet to say that.
feature Trunks is one of the most badass characters.
I haven't seen him in any like really substantial fights yet from this season.
Yeah.
So I haven't
Don't
seen
worry.
that yet. And also like he's young still, right? And so and I do get that boyish energy from him, right? Like he's not always sure what the right move is, especially like he notices as things are happening that he's changing the timeline. And he's like, "Oh, interesting. I've changed the timeline." He's like, "That's concerning or whatever." But then he's like so easily will just do things that are clearly going to change the timeline drastically. And I'm like, I don't think you're thinking things through here, Trunks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
Well-
no, it is the age, man.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
Can, you can see that that's the age that he's at. But like,
Yeah.
you see Trunks at a lot of different ages through
Yeah.
through Dragon Ball. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I
All right.
will agree that this one is arguably the most capable that you ever see him as far as like having his shit together.
Yeah.
That's scary to think.
Concerning
of
a little
what
bit,
I'm in
but
for going forward.
No, but he matures
this
a lot.
version,
Okay.
and even in Super, like because I don't know, we'll probably get to Super eventually.
One day.
But he's very capable in that too. But there's a lot more character development.
Fair enough.
They return to the the future Trunks kind
Yeah.
of
Oh, okay.
arc.
Yeah.
That character gets revisited and gets like an actually kind of a whole arc.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
where we get Goku Black, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll get to
fuck
that.
it. Anyway,
All right. I have no idea what you guys are
for
talking about.
those of you who do know, he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Especially for the ones who like play Dragon Ball Fighters, fighters, right?
Yeah, good
I
character.
think that's what it was called. But anyway,
All right. Okay, let's talk about the androids then. Let's move on to that.
You don't want to talk about King Cold?
What is there to say about them? He exists. He dies.
Larger Frieza?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the end of that.
Okay.
There's really nothing I have to say about him.
yeah,
They
which
show
is,
me he exists.
yeah.
You didn't think it was kind of an ass pull? That all of a sudden Frieza's got this big bad
Oh,
pop on?
100% it was an ass
Okay,
pull.
I
Yeah,
thought
absolutely.
you'd get more hung up on it than that, but
That whole situation was so easily written off in my mind. I was like,
Really, man?
I didn't need to care about any of it.
I will say,
They
like,
wrote it that way.
Even when I watched it, like, I was like pretty disappointed that I didn't get more out of him, because being the dad, he should have been like the much
Yeah.
bigger bad than Frieza, and he
See,
wasn't.
and I'm conflicted because I don't think I want more out of him. I don't like that
Why?
he exists. He's a bit of an ass pull, and yet also killing him so quickly also bothered me. I think I'm just a little bit of a Dragon Ball Z curmudgeon.
I think so,
Yeah,
dude.
I think so.
No, because I agree in the sense that I didn't need more King Cold. I was happy that Trunks disposed of him so quickly.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I just love that, like, Trunks wrecks house
Yeah.
Yeah.
series of episodes. I
Sure.
just rewatched them. I thought they were still so hype.
Yeah.
And it still got me so pumped, and I was still like, they were such fucking like it was kind of an asshole move on their part to fucking bring Trunks out like this
That's
and
what I
literally
mean.
just level the playing field completely out of nowhere.
But I think that was the point, though. Now
Yeah.
that I think about it, is that King Cole coming back, being the big bad, and Trunks just being able to decimate him just shows how powerful he actually is. And they needed to establish that.
That's what I was saying before,
power
like
scaling.
the power
Power
scaling.
scaling,
yeah. It was. I think it was also on purpose as well.
Yeah.
They do that a lot in the series.
The thing is they still often throughout this series talk about how like there's a lot of people more powerful than Trunks, and none of those guys were able to beat Frieza barely before. So the power scaling is still skewed, right?
Wait,
Like,
sorry, no, you've not seen anybody as powerful as Trunks yet.
Yeah.
Not even close.
then why didn't Trunks just come back and kill the androids himself? Why is he like, you guys got to find these androids and kill them? You're the only ones who can do it.
Because it doesn't make for a good story.
Neither does this apparently.
No!
I'm just, it's a hole.
does.
It's a hole. I'm
No,
thinking.
no. Like Trunks is the most powerful. You have Trunks and Goku and Vegeta would be the most powerful.
Yeah.
And
And,
then-
possibly soon to be Piccolo Kami, who may
But
rejoin.
but then like the androids come in as the villains, and
Yeah.
and they are definitely more powerful. Well,
more powerful than Frieza and King
some,
Cole.
some of them are more powerful.
Do you see what I mean
Absolutely
about the
they
power
are.
scale being weird though? Like,
No, the androids are much more powerful than King
yeah,
Cold and Frieza.
I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
I mean,
cool.
the,
Good.
the first two androids,
Old dude and white
Ni-
Mr. Popo?
Yeah, the 19 and 20.
Well, the old dude
Yeah.
is Jiro.
Dr. Gero. Well,
Yeah.
modeled. He's an
He's the
android version of Dr. Gero.
Right.
He's not the
but
actual
doesn't
doctor.
android mean part original human? Like it is the original.
Yeah, but I think the idea was that he
a
was like
modified.
a clone, basically,
Yeah.
of the actual Dr.
I guess there's
Gero.
clones now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Red Ribbon Army was fucked like that.
Is the
Yeah.
other one a clone of Mr. Popo but white?
That's racist, bro.
It's what it was, dude. It's white Mr. Popo. I'm talking about literally the colors they rendered the characers in and nothing more. The colors the characters were rendered in and
I couldn't
nothing
help
more.
it. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
Just going to put up that gif of that little kid.
I would maybe argue that those two androids might have been on par with Frieza, probably in the realm of Frieza.
Sure.
I think 17 and 18 are far beyond Frieza's level.
I just still think
Yeah,
if that's the
100%.
case, then like Trunks should have just as easily sliced them and been done with them as soon as he was with Frieza and King Cold.
No, but you got to consider because these two are the problem later on in his future.
They're not actually though, because then he finds out they're not even the androids he was worried about.
Wow.
Like he finally sees them, he's like, "Wait a minute, these aren't the ones I was worried about."
Yeah.
well, yeah, because they were minor, right?
Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
Vegeta cleans house anyways, at least with the
with the old dude. No,
well,
with the white Mr. Popo.
the white colored one. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. He does.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk about 17 and 18 then? The next
Absolutely.
ones?
Absolutely.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on them?
I mean, I didn't get a ton of them.
Not yet. Yeah.
Wait. So 17 and 18 actually were supposed to have real names.
Oh, really?
So funny enough,
Jonathan and
no.
Sally.
Tina.
Yeah.
So Toriyama revealed during a Q&A
Yeah.
that they had real names because everybody kept saying Android 17 and 18.
Okay.
And so 17's name is Lapis and 18's name is Lazuli.
Lapis lazuli is a
Yeah.
blue stone. I know that stone.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful stone.
Yeah, so for the longest time, actually I only found this out
Maybe that's why their eyes are blue.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably, yeah, that's probably a good call. But
Fun
yeah,
facts with Mikey. What are their blood types?
they don't have blood, they're androids.
Oh, good point, actually.
Actually, a buddy of mine just told me that fact because I didn't know that fact.
All right.
Well, that was probably like recently too, actually.
I prefer the 17 and 18.
I do too.
It fits more with the androids. Plus, the other one's name is 16.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure they have names too, but I'm not going to look them up right now because the only one that actually matters is 18.
I also don't care,
Whoa.
so.
I like 17. 17's sick.
They're both kind of just brats, to
okay.
be honest with you. They're both kind of just brats.
Yeah, right now for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? You haven't seen 18 at her like sexiest motherly
Bro.
Like she is so fucking.
Okay. I haven't seen anyone at their best yet, I think, to be honest with you. You guys keep saying you haven't seen them at their and I'm just saying like I haven't, you're right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them there yet.
No, but 18 is like one of the most popular female anime characters in Japan.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard of her even before. I know Bulma. I've heard of Bulma forever.
Super popular. Dude.
All right.
Super
Super-
popular.
yeah.
Strange.
But
Strange.
like I remember when I was watching, I just thought it was interesting because they just looked like some street kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like that
Yeah.
that was just interesting to like have this villain pop up that looked like they were maybe background extras from Dragon Ball. You know what I mean?
Kinda,
Not
yeah.
like
Yeah.
crazy horned aliens that are transforming and
Yeah.
you know, it was just it's kind of frightening
Well, even the
how
other
human they were yet how
Yeah.
inhumanly powerful they are.
In a show like this, making them so plainly human makes them inhuman in a way. It makes them stand out, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Because you're expecting the horned demon
I
from
mean, the other
space.
three androids we got were, as we established, crazy
Creepy.
old dude with the like weird brain dome thing.
8 billion
Yeah.
wrinkles. And,
Yeah. White Mr. Popo.
Yeah.
And like an Arnold Schwarzenegger type.
Yeah.
And then these two, like children.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
16 is interesting looking character.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I didn't get any experience with him yet at all. I know he's like programmed to kill Goku, and that's it.
Well,
That's all I know about him.
He's the Terminator of the series.
Yeah,
right
he's
now,
literally
right?
Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
the thing, right? Not even just like aesthetically, like story wise too.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, I can see the
yeah, you know,
parallels.
like
Is he like
Yeah.
hasta la vista, baby?
what the fuck, man?
Is he?
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
Is he
little
like
bit,
I'll
yeah.
be back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. It's not the Tuma. Does he say it? He's like, oh, okay.
Different movie,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
That's it for new characters. Everyone else is kind of pretty much the same
Yep.
as before.
Yep.
That's it. Let's talk about the plot of the show.
Yeah,
wait,
man.
before I do that,
Yeah.
wait, we haven't gone to fusions yet, right?
No,
Oh,
we're not there yet.
but I want
No.
to show this
What
one.
do you mean by fusions?
Android
No.
35. I want to show.
Is
I
that
don't know
even
what that
real?
is.
Yeah.
It's
What's
Mikey.
it
Is
from?
Mikey googling fan art and Rule
It's from
34
Dragon
again?
Ball Online.
Yeah.
He's getting into video game shit now. That's a
Mikey's
fucking rabbit hole, my
googling
friend.
Rule 34.
Well,
Again.
no, I've done that many times with Android 18, but
But can you guess? Can you guess why it's Android 35?
Oh, yes, I can.
It's the two of them mixed.
Yeah.
It's weird.
and it's a weird. It's just a very weird looking.
Are you still attracted to it?
No, definitely not. Not in the same way.
Okay.
I'm going to show you anyway. I don't
Weird,
care
weird, dude.
because we're never going to cover this.
Okay.
It's the fusion you never knew you didn't want.
I still don't want it.
I don't see what the big deal about that is, though. Like, what's the big deal? It's the same.
It's unsettling.
It's just
Yeah.
this with long hair, though. And nothing else.
No, it's not.
No.
Go back to it.
Please don't. Actually, can we just move on?
Okay, sure.
Get into the plot.
Okay, so we open up. We open up at. It's called Kami
creeping me
House,
out.
right? Is that right? Kami House.
Yeah, he's
It's still up on his computer screen.
It's
I
up
can
on my computer.
staring at me.
Nice. Leave it there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So we
change the
open up
background.
and we're on Roshi's Island at Kami House. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
And for the first time ever, the turtle speaks,
Yeah.
which is like, okay, I guess that turtle could talk. Don't know why he chose not to for 3 straight seasons.
Just to make you question your sanity, Jordy.
Yeah.
That's all.
I have been doing that a lot lately.
But in
Thanks
the
to you.
original Dragon Ball, he talks.
I don't care. So
Jesus.
Krillin is upset. We already established this. He's throwing Kamehamehas into the ocean.
yeah.
And here I had a question, like, how did he and Chaozu even come back? Because they were dead and they weren't able to be wished back because they were wished back before. And then I realized it doesn't matter because death means nothing in the show. And that's why those happens in filler episodes.
Yeah, there was probably a wish that happened at some point.
Some way.
I can't remember.
I don't care.
It's trivial. It's trivial. Here's actually like a far in the future spoiler. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
spoiler, not spoiler, but like this group of people, the Z fighters or whatever.
Yeah.
They actually get like divine punishment for their frivolous use of the Dragon Balls and
Yeah.
wishing.
I bet you the divine punishment is something like legitimately that you get spanked. Like that's how the show would be.
I'm just saying it
Yeah.
comes back to bite them, and like they
Yeah.
actually address how insanely frivolous they've
Now,
been.
that
with the
was
Dragon
the
Balls.
the
Good.
Dragon
They
Balls.
deserve that punishment.
Yeah.
That was the an off the spin-off series that's only found in darker corners of the web.
Did you say a spin-off series? Wait, sorry. Are you being dirty?
Yes.
Oh.
He's making like a hentai
Are you
joke.
Googling Rule 34 again?
No, but I am going through fucking Android 18 pictures.
All right.
Close it, Mikey. We're doing a podcast.
Okay.
Gotta keep
So-
this guy in line. He's getting all horned up.
Mikey. We haven't even got to Marin yet.
Yeah.
So Goku's still missing,
fuck.
even though 10 episodes have passed. He never hasn't shown up yet. Chi-Chi's now making Gohan focus on her studies, which is as Chi-Chi will do. And she
Yeah.
hires him that Mr. Shu,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who's like literally whipping him, which was hilarious. He's got big little dick energy. Like Mr. Shu has a tiny penis, guaranteed. And also Gohan randomly had one scene where a dragon comes to his window and flies away, and that's it. Its name is Icarus.
Yep.
Why is that?
It's a cute dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's been his friend before. I think that dragon's been in,
I haven't seen it yet.
in some shit. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But
Anyways,
oh yeah, no, I can't remember. It's been
nah,
so
nobody
long.
cares. So Vegeta comes back because he's been out looking for Goku. And Bulma has a fucking like Vegeta wet dream she tells everyone about, which was fucking hilarious. And actually, I think they're perfect for each other. I ship this.
Yeah.
Is that how you say that? I ship this?
Yeah, you
Yes.
ship that.
I ship them all day.
Yeah.
Thank
You know,
you.
she
So do
loves
I.
him so much until he's around, and then she's just a full-on bitch to him, aggressively.
Yeah.
And he has no patience for her, but just puts up with it grumbling the whole time.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
literally their entire relationship.
That's exact. That is their exact relationship.
And
It's
they've
super-
already settled into married life.
I love
Yeah.
it. They could cancel all of Dragon Ball Z and just make that a sitcom, and I would watch that.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
It's a hilarious relationship when you really think about how they were with each other on Namek
yeah. Yeah.
and how quickly things kind of shift into what they are.
Well, on Namek, she's like scared of him.
Terrified of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now she's like bossing him around. He's like,
She doesn't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Literally.
he's wearing a pink shirt.
says
Yeah.
bad man
Yeah.
on the back.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it
good.
was that switch where Vegeta's like, okay, I'm no longer gonna kill you, and Bulma's like, oh, you're no longer gonna kill me? Like you're not gonna
Let's
be bad?
fuck.
Okay, let's let's
Yeah,
fuck.
pretty much, right?
And fuck you too. So
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, so anyways, they're all like standing around at one point and they all sense Frieza's return. It's like this big thing they sense, and we already established they do show up. Slicey, slicey, they all dead.
Yeah.
But nobody knows who the fuck this Trunks character
Nobody
is.
knows who the fuck that is. And then suddenly Goku just randomly shows up. And it's like the weirdest return
Instant
ever.
transmission, baby.
He just is there.
Welcome to the show.
Okay.
No, this is a big common important ability that Goku has developed that they refer to by name.
Yeah.
It is actually a very real thing that he is now able to do instant transmission, which
Was that
is
part of the 10,
literally
like-
teleportation.
Was that part of
Yeah.
the filler episodes I didn't watch? Did he learn that, or did they just like
no,
tell
so
you
the
he did?
time that he spent away, because you know how he comes back and he's dressed up kind of crazy.
I don't remember what he was dressed up as, but
The outfit he has, he's got like a scarf on and he's got like some crazy garb on when he
oh
shows
yeah,
up.
I do
It's like an
kinda
outfit
remember
you've
that.
never seen him in before.
Yeah.
So I believe this is actually more gone into depth in the manga. I don't think they really adapted much to the anime, but
Yeah.
he spent time training with a certain race of
Okay.
alien on
And
a
they taught
different
him
planet, and that race is like kind of trademark technique that they teach is instant transmission.
You know what I
So-
love? I love how this show gives you 10 filler episodes for me to skip and no episodes on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why, man?
I know. Because Garlic Jr. has to fight Gohan.
You see what I mean?
with Krillin's backup.
It's the most annoying. Like, come on. The good show is there.
Yeah.
It's there. They just choose not to give it to you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you also got to think too. Like, I think if they were to redo it nowadays, they would definitely focus on things like that because our humor's different now.
You know how they're
Right?
doing like a gritty reboot of like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes,
We need that of this.
But that's the thing, right? That's exactly it. Like, think about when
Yeah.
Fresh Prince was out.
Yeah.
Right? Everything was really slapsticky.
Yeah.
Everything was kind of
Yeah.
light and jovial, even though it had its like darker moments in.
Yeah.
Especially,
So does this, though.
yeah,
So does
especially,
this.
yeah,
Children
but
have died.
especially in a serialized anime,
Yeah.
right? Or even movies, but again, like the style, the humor is all different from back then than it is now. So.
Yeah.
So I think that's the other thing. Like I say before, you got to remember what it was like back when it first came out.
Okay.
Always important.
Just
very
that, like,
important.
once again, as I've said before,
Don't have that.
I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
You
this.
can't
then.
do that.
I can't. I just can't. Yeah. I can't do it. And honestly, the other thing is like I don't care enough to try.
Yeah, I'm gonna instant transmission you out of my fucking house.
See ya.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, so yeah, Goku shows up. Trunks. This is where we realize who Trunks is.
Yeah.
He's from the future. He's like,
Whole lot of exposition.
yeah.
Let's just explain everything to
That's
the
what they do.
audience right
A
now.
lot. We'll get into more of that happening later on too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he's like a fan of Goku. Like he's like, oh, it's Goku, and I was like, what is happening right now? And then he explains, yeah, there's going to be a huge battle. Everyone's going to die. You're going to die from this virus, but don't worry. Here's your antidote. You're good. So basically, he just like tells all these things that are going to happen, but then also says like, but don't worry, like none of that's going to happen.
No.
Great. And then so the team, they all kind of like pair off and go off to train is what happens here. Then there's 2 filler episodes in here that the list also told me to skip that I happened to like look at a synopsis of. And apparently like Goku and Piccolo have to learn how to drive because Chi-Chi wants a car.
Yeah, I was wondering if you're gonna watch that or
No,
not.
and I'm so
You
fucking
can-
glad I didn't.
No, it's so good. I was waiting because
Is
this
it good,
is
though?
what it's. You know what? Like it's funny. It is funny because it's kind of it's one of those ones. It's just so random. It's just so odd and obscure. It's like watching a beautiful car crash.
Let me tell you how
literally.
I feel about it. I'm so glad that it exists, but I'm more glad I didn't have to watch it.
No,
I love that it exists, and I didn't have to watch it.
The title of that
Yeah.
episode, License Mastery, Goku's newest trial.
I can picture the narrator at the end of that episode.
Yeah.
Will Goku get his driver's license?
Find out next time
Yeah.
on Dragon Ball Z.
Anyways,
I think that was my favorite filler episodes.
Wow.
It's a very good one.
Yeah,
I still am gonna say that Gohan and the robot is my favorite one.
yeah.
His like
Oh, yeah,
robot
yeah,
daddy.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
yeah.
a robot daddy.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so then where are we? Oh, okay. Then I watched the next episode after those fillers, and
Yeah.
suddenly, Bulma has a baby. Didn't see them get together.
Yeah.
Didn't see the relationship form. Didn't see them fuck. Didn't see a birth. Just baby.
Yep.
That is for them to know and
Yeah.
you to look up
Now-
online later.
Yeah.
Well, Mikey has
Rule
already, and he can just send me a link
34.
because I'm sure he's got a bookmark.
No, that was years ago.
I will say the very first hentai anime porn I ever saw
Was Bulma and Vegeta?
was Bulma and Vegeta.
Really?
Was Dragon Ball Z shit. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
Interesting.
Oh no, I
It was everywhere. Still is.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
No, mine was Bible Black. Bible Black for sure.
You're troubled.
I'm very troubled.
Sounds scary.
Okay, so
it is scary.
I am scared of you a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
hope our Shweebs aren't scared of us.
they tell me, Shweebs. I'm curious, actually, if you feel the same way about Mikey as I do.
Yeah. Answer our question
Yeah,
And if
like you always do.
yeah.
And if you are scared of me, you should like and subscribe for Out of Fear.
Just package that one right up for you, actually,
Thank
buddy.
you.
I didn't like that little show of friendship there.
Why?
Because it's
We can disagree on the type of porn we like to watch and still be friends.
oh, we know that. We know that.
Yeah. But please do
Yeah.
like and subscribe. Tell your friends about us if you're enjoying it.
Yeah. Do all the things. Turn on your notifications wherever you get your podcast. It really helps us out.
It does. Thank
Yes.
you. Okay, so the worst human being on the planet shows up. Yeah, Jirobi. He's got senzu
yeah.
beans and a fucking attitude.
As always.
Yeah, and then he crashes randomly for some reason. And they're like in this city now looking for the androids. Like they're done their training. The day has come. The androids are supposed to be there. They're in this city, and the city is like a little too normal for me compared to the show. There's like regular people walking around, and these like ninjas, like bulbous, muscly ninjas, are walking around these crowds
Yeah.
of normal people, and the normal people are all like, "Who are these people?" Dude, I like there's this like surfer dude who calls Krillin a flying dude at one point. Like it's really strange juxtaposition.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, it's like the animal people.
Oh shit! Yeah, that fucked me up when I first saw that too. Because why are there no animal people in this town?
Because they don't need them anymore.
They just decided not to draw them.
yeah, that's what's actually probably it.
Yeah. So, anyways, Yamcha then runs into one of the android and he gets owned. And this is another one where I'm thinking ahead from my lived experience of this show, maybe trauma. I'm like, okay, so here we're starting a new cycle of everyone dying one at a time and then being wished back to life. Luckily, that's not the case.
What I will say though is like continuing the tradition of Yamcha
Yeah.
getting immediately handled
Yeah.
by whatever threat has come to wreak havoc.
Yeah.
When I first met the team, I actually was like, oh, that's the badass one who's going to be tough and cool.
He's got scars on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, no.
Now it's actually become such a meme that Yamcha gets fucked up that you can actually buy like a figure, like our fancy figures that Mikey and I collect.
Yeah.
But it's just him like face down in the dirt,
That's funny.
like crumpled,
Yeah.
like dead pose.
Yeah.
He also like kind of is a cock.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Big time.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right?
he's got
Dude,
that
the amount of
energy.
history he has with Bulma,
Yeah.
this stretches back to Dragon Ball days. The
We're not
series
king
before
shaming
Z.
though. We're not king shaming.
The series before-
But I don't think he's a voluntary cuck.
No.
Do you know what I'm
No.
saying?
The series before Z, man, it was Bulma and Yamcha were like the item.
Yeah, they
That's-
talk about it a lot.
Well, yeah, they were dating at the beginning of Z still,
Exactly.
essentially, right? Well, they
Yeah.
were kind of fighting, I think, but like,
Yeah.
either way,
Yeah.
yeah, and you can tell that he still likes Bulma and he's still trying to like impress her and get her.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she just has
Not
no
interested.
fucking interest.
No.
man.
Yeah, but it's like him and Yajirobe are the weakest humans. Well, I mean, we still haven't gotten to the Elvis kind of character.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hercule, it's Mr. Satan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to it.
Yep.
So this old fucking dude who's like an android, I guess, realizes that they found him and just levels the city.
Yeah.
Just murders everybody. Tears everything up. And then Goku gets mad and like punches his hat off and then just pops into Super Saiyan mode.
Yep.
Like no power up needed anymore. He's just like,
Yep.
yeah.
Once again, showing a mastery of what was
Yeah.
previously the height.
Yeah. Again, though, I should
Reset.
say we didn't see him master it. We're just
No.
left to assume that occurred.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So then we get a little backstory on the like androids. So apparently, like Dr. Gero, who made the androids, somehow he was like tracking Goku since he was a baby and like sent these androids after him. And then we learn about the Red Ribbon Gang or whatever
Army.
Yeah, the
Army. Okay, and how like Goku when he was younger like murdered them all.
Yeah.
Was that part of original Dragon Ball?
Yeah, Red Ribbon's been a
Okay.
thing since the early
Because they had a
days.
bunch of animation of it, and I was like, did they
Yeah.
animate that just for this, or was that okay?
No.
Anyways, and then they tell you that Gero made androids so powerful that they killed him.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Krillin's ex Marin shows up on Roshi's island, and she's dumb as fuck. And Roshi's hornier than ever.
Oh, yeah.
And so is the turtle for some reason.
Of course.
Like they're all just fucked up about it, including like a bunch of like meathead surfer dudes who just like show up on boats on the island.
Like they just follow her around or something. Yeah.
She's just windsurfing and boats are just coming literally out of nowhere from the ocean.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just trying to get her.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she's just dumb.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Yep. And those are the moments that you just accept that it's part of the anime culture at this point.
Yeah. This is being created by a horny old man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. Roshi,
know?
it's like an autobiography, and Roshi's him.
Roshi is
Yeah.
Toriyama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Yo,
go.
Roshi is like one of my favorite characters, honestly.
Honestly, not surprised. Not surprised at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
we enter now a series of battles, which is
Yeah.
what we want from Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yes.
So we have Goku versus White Mr. Popo,
Yep.
and Goku starts to get weak because he's got the virus, and so they give him a Senzu Bean, but before it has a chance to like take effect, they start attacking him, which is like, how did it take this long for villains to realize they could fight you, but while the Senzu Bean is taking effect?
Again,
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe they don't know what
Yeah, yeah.
Senzu beans are.
Yeah,
the other
that's-
villains,
Oh,
right?
maybe. Sure.
The androids might.
It's
You're right.
It's an accept it
Okay.
moment. Just accept certain things that you just again.
Yeah.
I think I gave
Yeah.
a pretty good explanation.
You did actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
did.
did.
Because the androids would know about Senzu beans because
You're
they're
right.
from Earth and they've dealt with this shit.
Yeah, they've got files and shit.
Yeah.
They're always talking about like, oh, that's in my information bank. So yeah,
There you
good
go.
job, Jay. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Suck
Thank
it.
you, Mikey. I don't need to accept things when Jay is here.
He's senpai, so there we go.
That's true.
That
It's my
makes
jo-
sense.
it's my
His job.
Hell yeah.
It's my fucking job.
Okay, so
My job is to yell at you.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so while he's healing Goku, Vegeta like stands up and screams, "Nobody kills Kakarot but me!" And then now Vegeta's gonna fight him instead.
Yep.
Which is kind of great.
And then this leads up to a very big moment.
He rips the arms off that
for young
motherfucker.
Jay. Well,
Oh, he goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro.
yeah.
bro.
It wasn't that impressive though to me. Like, okay, I know you were waiting for it, so it was big for you.
Such a big deal for me.
But for me, knowing that it was obviously going to happen at some point, it was kind of a little lackluster.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think the other thing too, though, is that like you're not there yet, like we are, and I don't think you'll ever be there with this series.
Not trying.
Shut up.
Sorry, dude.
But like Vegeta has always just been one step behind Goku.
Yeah.
And Vegeta being such a cool ass character and one that we really really love, right? And has so much more character depth than Goku.
You want him to get W's.
yeah, you want
And you
him
got
to
a
get
big one
W's.
here. You got a big one here.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
you,
I get it.
You always want him to like maybe one up Goku. Like
Yeah.
that's
Never gonna
like-
happen.
That's cool.
It won't
Oh,
happen.
what happens?
Does it really?
Little glimpses.
yeah.
Flashes in the pan.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, he goes Super Saiyan, and we get his entire training sequence once again as an exposition as an afterthought.
Explaining
Instead
his
of-
training out in space that he was doing and how he, instead of filling his heart entirely with hate and anger,
Yeah.
has, turned a bit of a new leaf. And
Yeah.
now he has a calm heart.
Yeah.
But then he delivers one of the most badass fucking sick lines
What is it?
that there is. He just stops and he's just like, I'm curious, are androids able to tremble with fear?
Oh,
And then he starts fucking powering
pulling
up.
on the arms.
Yeah.
No, he
he powers up.
He powers up and goes Super Saiyan, but right before
okay.
he does, he asks them if they're capable of trembling with fear.
He is kind of a badass.
Dude,
He
man,
is
what
a
a
bad-
fucking
he's a
line,
total
dude.
badass.
Yeah, that's cool.
What a line.
Yeah.
And then he turns Super Saiyan and then fucking wah-wah.
You guys might be making me a Vegeta fan.
Vegeta is probably the best
Yeah.
Most well-written
written Saiyan in the whole
character.
series.
Yeah.
It's a shame though that instead of giving us this like character growth rich story, they gave us Goku and Piccolo driving a car. Right? Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dragon Ball Z.
It's Goku's latest
yes.
trial.
Yeah,
Yep.
is he gonna
What a
master
hard
the car?
one. What a really character building one for
Dude.
him.
Yeah.
Chi-Chi would kill him if she couldn't get a car, dude.
Yeah.
You're right, but then they just wish him back to life and he'd be stronger than ever.
Fuck, you're right.
Okay, so battles continue. Vegeta's fighting White Mr. Popo. He rips his arms off, and that guy's dead now.
Yeah.
And then the old dude runs away, and Vegeta does his classic, like, come on, you guys got to do what I say now. You know what I mean? And they're all like, I don't know if we should trust him.
That was a good Vegeta, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty
thanks,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. We got to get that old bastard, you sons of bitches.
Okay, a little.
Yeah, not
little
so
worse.
Much. Okay. Yeah, that one didn't hit.
Okay.
That one
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
That one.
Don't
that
let
one
it get
didn't
to your
land.
head. Don't let it get to your head.
Okay. So yeah, this old dude then absorbs a massive attack from Vegeta. But we didn't establish that the androids can absorb the energy from the attacks in their hand. They've got a
jewel.
little thing.
Yeah.
So he absorbs an attack, and then he realizes that like it's not enough. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna steal from that guy and that guy and that guy, and all the like other fighters are hiding around this like craggy landscape. And in my head, again, I'm thinking ahead from my trauma that Dragon Ball Z has got me. And I was like, oh, that should take them a couple episodes. He'll just go through them one at a time. But again, not the case. So they're surprising me a bit in this season.
Yeah. I mean, the power ups do get better as the seasons go along.
Yeah.
And as the series goes along.
Sure.
And there's they find other creative ways of powering people up too.
Okay. We'll see when we get there. Okay, so anyways, Piccolo then steps in. He fights the old dude. And then this is where Trunks realizes, like, these aren't even the androids I was worried about. You know what I mean? Which to me also was kind of a classic, like, wait, we're not even on Namek yet kind of situation. Do you know what I mean?
You're right. It's shades of that. It's not as aggressive.
Not as
that.
aggressive. But again, it was another one of those things where I'm sitting back and like, could have skipped those episodes too, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Again, we're establishing some power levels here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
We're figuring out what the pecking order is. So that
And there's
we can
always a
move
mid-level
forward.
bad before a big bad in this show.
Yeah.
Like, there's always that.
You always have like a mid-level boss, man.
Weeds out the weak.
Yeah.
Lets the cream rise to the top, and then
Yeah.
you're dealing it with the final fight with only those serious fighters.
Yeah.
Right? You can't have fucking
Chaozu?
Chaozu and Yamcha fucking mucking it up
Yeah.
with Super Saiyans. Are you
Yadrobi
crazy?
crashing a spaceship, hanging out with Bulma and the baby, and just like,
just cutting people's legs off with the fucking samurai sword.
yeah.
yeah, you're right. That would be way worse. Okay, so now we find out, I guess, that the old dude is Dr. Gero, and that the androids that we're actually scared of are like in his lab. And so he runs off to his lab. Everyone's basically running off to his lab to try and get to these androids first. It's like a race to the lab. And we get there and we meet 17 and 18. And they're like a couple of bratty like teenagers, you know what I mean? And then also there's 16, big dude. We already talked about all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then 17 just like out of nowhere kills Gero. Like immediately, pretty much. Which I think is probably like a power scaling thing. The same thing they did with Trunks. You meet this character and stop.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And then, Vegeta wants to fight them, but all they want to do is go find Goku. And Vegeta, this is another thing about Vegeta being one step behind Goku. I think a little bit of that is like, what about me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
I'll fight you. And they're like, no, we're good, actually.
We want to go
good.
fight that Goku guy. We
Yeah.
heard he's the man.
Yeah, we heard he's just like
And
a little bit
Vegeta's just
stronger
like,
than you.
oh,
Yeah, exactly. But I'm powerful too.
I'm the Prince of Saiyans. Yeah.
Didn't you see that I went Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
And they're like, yeah, we're good.
Well,
Let me
18 is also, I don't know if you got there, because I'm trying to remember, but 18 was the first one to defeat Super Saiyan on screen.
He did. There was a big battle, and that's why.
18 is the girl.
Sorry, you're right, and that's why Vegeta's all pissed off at the very end of this season. Is he's so rattled that he couldn't beat them because he's like, I just went Super Saiyan. You know,
And it's not enough.
and it's still not enough, and he like is literally it's troubling him. It seems like.
Because 18
Yeah.
fucking messes him up.
Yeah.
That kick that she delivers to his arm and
Yeah.
when she breaks his arm and
Yeah.
he's literally just left fucking clutching his arm, screaming in pain.
Yeah.
As Mr. Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
It was just so humbling.
Yeah.
You know, especially to see from like again, what looks like just a girl off the street.
Yeah.
Just
totally.
fucking wrecked him.
Yeah, you
she's
can't
not
handle it.
big. She's not buff.
Yeah.
She's not jacked or anything. And just broke him.
Vegeta has little dog energy.
Yeah.
He's
Like
got
a
something to
chihuahua?
prove.
Classic little man.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. Like, and he is also little. Like, I think that's intentional.
Yeah,
It's gotta
100%.
be.
It has to
for
be.
sure.
It's got to be. That's pretty much fucking it, man. I mean, another last couple points, like Piccolo gets all pissed off seeing how powerful 18 is, and he like storms off. And we get told that like he's gonna probably rejoin Kami, which is gonna make him probably one of a potential people who's gonna be the most powerful. Which is another thing. Like everyone at one point is the only one powerful enough.
Yeah.
At one point, they consider each one of them, right? Like Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo, Trunks, and in the end, like it's Goku is the one.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why they do that when we all know.
Yeah, Goku is the one, but for now.
Sure.
And this is a very reoccurring theme where it's like they cycle through, who's going to power up and when.
Yeah.
Right? And it's because, like, at one point, Goku will power up, then Vegeta will power up, and then Gohan or right? They just everybody's got to keep powering up in order for us to keep going with the story that really isn't a big story.
So what you're saying is they're drawing it out and stretching the fuck out
Well,
of it.
sometimes they're buying time for Goku as well to do whatever he's doing and to show up.
Yeah.
More
Like right now, he's
powerful
healing from the virus.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they're going to have 17
buy
and
time.
18 like go through the gauntlet of all the other people who could be the one powerful enough.
Hold them off. Let Goku heal so that he can come back and actually fucking take care of
Except
it. Right?
in season 1, Krillin and Gohan literally like take that on as their goal.
Yeah.
We're going to hold them off.
Yeah.
But in this, everyone is like maybe powerful enough to beat them. And I'm like, I kind of
They
wish.
think they are.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they are. Everybody's riding this fucking high.
And that's kind of why I'm a Krillin fan, because Krillin is a real motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's not fucking kidding himself, man. He's not fooling himself.
Yeah.
He knows where he stands, dude. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's witnessed all of this. He's seen the power scaling firsthand.
Yeah.
He saw it with Vegeta.
Yeah.
He then got to see it and feel it from Frieza.
Yeah.
Then he got to watch Trunks handle Frieza.
Yeah.
Then he got to watch
He's always
Trunks
there.
get handled
He's always
by the
there.
androids.
Yeah.
So he knows where he's at.
But I guess that's the other thing, though, right? Like when you think about how they view the scaling and how, like you're saying, like everybody is kind of like maybe the one that can beat these androids. They just beat Frieza after being in an intergalactic battle.
Yeah.
That you imagine is the most powerful being in the current known universe.
Yeah.
And you come back to Earth and you fight a robot from Earth. You don't think it's gonna be fucking more stronger than
Especially
Frieza.
when they look like that.
Yeah, like look how sexy she is.
That's not what Jay was saying.
But I could understand them maybe having a little too much hubris going up against these street teens versus coming off of a fight with a space demon.
For sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Last two things. Goku is like healing, and he has a crazy fever dream where he sees the androids, even though he hasn't actually seen them yet with his own eyes. And I'm like, okay, I guess magic.
Yep.
And the last thing is they find another time machine.
Yes.
Which they make out to be a big deal. I don't get to know yet what the big deal of it is, but it's identical to the one that Trunks used to come back, except that it looks like it's been sitting there for some time.
Yeah.
So that's all we know. And that's the fucking end. So like somebody we've met already is like from the future, I'm guessing, or something like that.
You're just going to have to wait and see, my friend.
Okay.
And our Shweebs will have to wait until the next one.
Well, they already know.
Yeah, they do already know.
I'm the only one who doesn't know.
Well, unless they don't, unless they're taking this as the opportunity to not watch Dragon Ball so they can just
Watch it
get
with
the
us,
gist.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You just got the gist.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
But so like overall, like, compared to the other seasons, are we still seeing an upward trend in quality? Because you were saying before, I believe that season after season, you felt like it was getting better.
It did feel that way. This season, not so,
Okay.
but only because it's such clearly a stepping stone to the next season. And so I don't think there was enough occurring. Also, I didn't watch the fillers. Who fucking knows what occurs in those fillers that would have ruined this season for me? So, like, thank the Lord that I didn't watch them.
That was why I was maybe wondering if this was continuing that trend of improvement, because you had a whole mini arc at the beginning of this that you just didn't have to watch.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I gave it a conditional score because really, like, I feel like this score hinges on how this shit turns out in the next season.
Okay.
So I gave it a conditional 4 out of 10.
a 4.
Oh, dude.
Stop being so surprised that this show's not doing it for me,
Well,
guys.
dude, what was your score last time for
I don't
this?
know.
It was like a 6.
No. I've never given anything Dragon Ball Z over a 5. It might have been a 5.
Okay.
To be honest with
yeah, because I thought we were still
Yeah.
getting like either a half point or point each time.
The
I don't know,
last
it's every
season, you have
fucking
to remember,
month
the
that
last
we have
season
to
was
do this.
all fighting Frieza.
Yeah.
Which was like all action. It's all the Dragon Ball Z you've heard of your whole life if you've never seen it before.
Yeah,
that was the
true.
last season.
Yeah.
This season was not that. This season was a lot of like, what? There's an old like robot. And
It
like,
is a
they're
very
fighting
it is
and-
a transitional point in the
You see what I
story.
mean? So I
Yeah.
dropped it a point conditionally.
I get it.
If the next season is dope, it can get that point back.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
this is super hype level Dragon Ball shit for me because Trunks coming into the picture is obviously gigantic. We've already mentioned that. And then I'm a really big fan of the androids as well. So I would say for me this would get an 8 this season.
That's double.
Sure
That is double.
Me. You liked it twice
Good-
as
good
much
math.
as me. I do it. Math.
Mammoth.
Man. Yeah, I would probably give it an 8 too. This is my introduction to my waifu in this series, right?
She's not
So-
worth 9?
Oh, trust me, it gets better.
You don't think she's like 7 at best?
I think she's 18.
No, I see what you're doing. I see it in your eyes, you little fucker. No, but no. This is the introduction.
Yeah.
Right, and it's not the point where I fell in love with her.
Okay.
Right?
How could you? You barely saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like this is the introduction. That's why I say it's an 8.
Yeah.
And like later on when I really get to know her and she becomes the waifu. Hua.
Hua.
Hua. Yeah, hua.
Yeah.
Hua.
Yeah.
Get ready, guys. It's Hua.
All right, guys. Well,
Well, that's it for DBZ.
for your waifu.
Yeah.
Next
I
time.
should show you Android 21.
Next time we get into a very big villain that we won't spoil or say the name of or anything like that.
Okay.
If you know, you know. He's green and he's mean. And Jordy
Interesting.
is
Yeah.
going to probably hate him.
me when I'm angry.
I was going to say, is it the Hulk?
No.
Okay. Mean and green.
Yeah.
You'll hate him.
Okay.
Yeah, you will hate
I can't wait.
Me neither.
I love hating things to you guys.
We hope you guys can't wait either. We hope you watch it.
Yeah.
We hope you're still hanging on with us.
Yeah. I'm barely.
Fuck off.
Anyways, thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Appreciate the love.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Where can they find you, Mikey?
They can find me at Korean Barbecue 86.
You almost forgot,
on
eh?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost did.
Yeah.
And I've got toys. I've got cats. Lots of cats.
More cats, but a day.
Yeah.
Living that cat life.
Also, just that random stray cat we had today in
That's
my
true. We
backyard.
did have that.
Yeah.
Good times.
How about you, Jay?
At hanger.91 on Instagram or hanger91.bigcartel.com. Do it.
Go.
And I'm at Reaching In on Instagram. And we are at Shmanime Pod anywhere that you want to find us. Anime Shmanime on YouTube if you're listening, and Anime Shmanime on podcast apps if you're watching.
You good, man?
No, dude, I'm not. All right. Thank you guys.
Share it. Tell people about us. Love you. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Peace.